Hey, and welcome back to Wreck Mountain Life, where we adventure, build, and explore. Today we're going to be doing sort of a build series. My buddy Mark is putting up a chicken coop back here, and so I figured I'd help him out for the next couple days. We're going to be squaring up everything to get the run for the chicken set up, and then we're going to use the mini X, dig some holes, put up some posts, and call it good. Make sure we got a good place for the chickens to go. So anyways, enjoy as we're out here working on that, and check it out. Gotta get the trailer cleared out here. So the very first thing we're going to need to do is actually get all of the posts set up all the way around into this area here. You can see the automatic chicken door works with the light. And as we do that, basically we just have to make sure that everything's perfectly square. One side's going to be a little bit higher than the other, just so you got a roof that can shed some snow and some rain. And other than that, pretty simple job. Just going to need to make sure that the foxes and coyotes and lions and all the things end up staying out. Show you guys the inside of the coop. So here to set all this up, but just inside their shed. We see the roost here. Then you got the laying, I forget what it's called, the laying place where the hens lay the eggs. You got the door, and it's a nice inside spot where the chickens can actually be pretty warm, even in the winters up here when we get lots of snow. These are kind of cool too. So the eggs roll down, you can pick them up out of here. It's a fun thing for kids to be able to do and just be able to get to the eggs easily. What we did is we pulled two steel tapes, crossed them over, and we figured out what the diagonal is supposed to be. If you get the same diagonal on either side, then you have a square building. So when we pull across, it's 20 feet out, and it's 22 5¼ inches going to the diagonal. So we need to check that again on the other side and put in another stake. Math seems to math usually. Got all our jet stakes and form stakes laid out. Right now I'm just checking for square on each point. I already checked up the 10-foot mark. Gonna check back again at the 20-foot mark, and we should be good. $22 5¼ dead center. So that whole process for something this small took maybe 5-7 minutes. 2 people and a couple steel tapes, and you're pretty much good to go. So we marked out all our spots. We're going to spray paint, and then we're going to use the mini X to go ahead and dig out holes. Even though these are a little close, these would be big holes, but we can always push fill dirt back in. Alright, so we got to mix up some concrete right now because we're going to put footer pads in underneath those posts. And basically that just keeps it from sinking down into the ground when you put more weight on top of it. So just going to mix up some concrete. Got to dump it into, we're just going to do a little 4-inch cookie footers. That should be fine for something this heavy. Got to let it dry, and then we can put up posts. The key with concrete, not that I'm an expert or anything, but from what I've observed, is to not put in too much water. You get yourself in trouble real quick putting in too much water. And that might be about right. I've always found you kind of want like a mashed potatoes sort of mix of concrete. Not too soupy, but not so stiff that it's not going to bind. That is seeming just about right. I'm sure someone else in the comments will know better than I do. I don't dispute that, but to me, that seems about right. Hey, it's the next day and headed back over to Mark's house to get that chicken coop done. We ran a little late yesterday. Some weather, some storms were coming in. You probably saw in the video. And we got the posts up, and hopefully today we will get the wire mesh over the top, and we should be good to go from there. All right, so behind me you will see the chicken coop that my buddy Mark and I built at his property. He got some chickens a little bit ago and needed a place to put them, so we came out, started digging some holes, and put up a solid chicken coop. Hi guys, how are you? Hi everyone, how are we? And this is a really nice, well put together, just super enclosed chicken coop. So one of the nice things is that you have this hardware cloth on here, keeps all the little birds from getting in. In our chicken coop, one of the things that we have as an issue, we're going to rebuild one eventually, but one of the things we have as an issue is that the birds can get in from the top. So all these sparrows come in and start taking all the expensive food that we bought for our chickens from our chickens. So Mark has solved that issue here with this, and he did a great job with it. Here come the girls. Hello everyone, how are we? Getting so big. I hadn't seen them for a while. They're just a lot bigger than they were back before. I'm not sure when they'll start laying exactly, probably in the next couple months. That's the chicken coop, and got a nice backdrop. One of the prettiest places for a chicken coop, and it does get pretty cold here, so he did a good job of creating an insulated space for them, a nice little automatic door, so it's really low maintenance that way. These doors come up with the sunrise, close by sunset, and all the chickens learn to go back in there on their own. And I told Mark this is probably one of the nicer, if not the nicest chicken coop in the county until I build mine. So we'll have to stay tuned and see if that actually ends up being true.